Not a lot of guys see in the gym with consistency.
Tonight from the Harb, here at Mountaineer Casino, Racetrack and Resort, Bellator Fighting Championships now presents 3 5-minute rounds at 191 pounds. Introducing first the red corner at 6 foot, weighing in at 189 1/4 pounds. His professional record stands at 3-1 from Wheeling, West Virginia, Chris Shenanigans Goldbaugh. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 5'10", weighing in at 189 1/2 pounds. His professional record stands at 3-2, fighting out of Youngstown, Ohio, introducing Kevin Zalac. And the referee in charge of the action, Jason Herzog.
A Bellator fight at the catch weight of 191 pounds. Chris Goldbaugh versus Kevin Zalac.
First round, fighter, you ready?
You see Goldbaugh, he's in the yellow trunks. Zalac is in the black trunks. Jason Herzog is the referee. Round number 1.
Yeah, you're right about that jab, right on the chin.
Push kick by Goldbaugh.
Goldbaugh already finding a home for that jab. Zalac has that chin just way too high right now, Sean. Easy target for a fast jab.
Straight right jab there, then the left hand misses from Goldbaugh. Push kick again by Chris Goldbaugh. Side kick by Zalac.
Oh man, nice right hook over the top by
Lead
Goldbaugh.
right hook. Now Zalac coming in, applying pressure. While looking to turn and can't.
Usually it's the power hand that's easiest to use against somebody with the opposite stance, but Goldbaugh very good with that lead hand.
Short knee by Goldbaugh. Good wide base held by Zalac. Now he's driven back. Short left hand by Goldbaugh. Zalac trying to work a partial clinch and also the overhook. Goldbaugh fishing for a leg.
What Foreman said, if you want to be a good fighter, forget about the jab. You want to be a great fighter, never forget about it. Sets everything up.
High knee by Goldbaugh. Zalac keeping his base. Goldbaugh pulls out. Peppering the right jab is Goldbaugh. That's a nice combination. Double jab, left hook, body kick. Zalac firing right back.
Zalac getting his feet tangled up a little bit as he's pushing forward. He's a little bit off balance at the end of that combination.
Zalac reacting as though he caught something in the eye. I don't know if it was a punch or part of the glove or a finger. Fight on, says referee Jason Herzog. Zalac never complained to the referee. Push kick ahead. There's the takedown off of the push kick by Zalac. First time on the ground.
Goldbaugh says, most of my jiu-jitsu is off my back. That's why I'm comfortable. Let's see what he can get done here.
High guard closed by Chris Goldbaugh. Now going mission control. The conventional closed guard, but you see Jimmy, it's a closed guard sitting above the waistline. Short left hands from the bottom by Goldbaugh. Zalac trying to raise up at the punching distance with the right hand.
Goldbaugh showing good flexibility.
Sneaky left there by Zalac. Look at Zalac driving in his head. It's such a good wrestler's trick.
It is, but you gotta watch your posture if you want to get some ground and pound. He has to pick his head up off the chest, sit back, then you can get some good ground and pound going.
Goldbaugh getting his guard very high now. Almost on the shoulder blades of Kevin Zalac. Zalac pushing his man back. Goldbaugh getting close his guard.
Goldbaugh doing a good job defensively, avoiding damage. Zalac not able to get off with any great ground and pound so far.
Zalac holding top position. Goldbaugh trying to throw reverse hammer fist from the bottom. Get back to a high closed guard. Heavy pressure by Zalac, but Jimmy, as you just said, not much in the way of strikes. Just a lot of top game pressure.
Just hasn't had the effective posture to land good ground and pound yet. He stayed very tight and very close. It's hard to submit a guy like that. It's also hard for you to get off your grounding pound.
Okay, let's go.
There's the stand-up from referee Jason Herzog. Now 105 remaining in round one.
Grappled with Jason Herzog many times, including this morning. He knows the ground game. He appreciates what these guys are doing on the ground.
Far and away one of the best referees in all of MMA, Jason Herzog. Knee by Zalac. Zalac going to the body, dropping his head. Starting to see the pattern from Goldbaugh. It's the jab, the left, and the body kick.
Problem is, he's letting his hands drop very low at the end of his combinations. You never want to do that.
Zalac missing with that overhand left. Good left hand by Goldbaugh.
Zalac needs to commit to that power hand. That's the money punch against the southpaws. That overhand right, he's got to commit to it.
15 seconds now remaining in round one.
Goldbaugh is keeping his hands very low.
Goldbaugh trying to walk through with punches, again a body kick. Zalac backing off. Here comes round two. We'll listen into the corner of Chris Goldbaugh.
Breathe, relax.
Okay. Now, this kid is real relaxed, okay? He's throwing a lot of punches, he's getting tired, okay? That was a hard fought round on both your parts. Now listen, the right hand, you're missing by a fraction. You got to step in with conviction, okay? Throw that hard. You could land, concentrate on one good right hand, okay? The fight to turn around instantly because he's so loose and relaxed. He's not expecting, he has no defense really. He just hopes you don't hit him. His offense is throwing punches, okay? So step in with conviction, throw a harder hand, other hand up, step in and throw it. And if you're having trouble landing that,
Goldbaugh, push kick, bang, right to the face.
Go, second
Good job by
let's go.
Zalac catching it, getting the takedown. Big insult in Thailand, actually, push kick somebody in the face.
Let's go, out. There we go.
3 judges scoring cage side for the state of West Virginia. And Jimmy, as always, you have the unofficial scorecard.
10-9 for Chris Goldbaugh. He landed the more effective strikes in that first round. Zalac got the takedown, was on top of it. Didn't do enough with it to me.
Touch of gloves. A lot of respect between these two fighters.
In between rounds, Zalac's coach said, step in with that right hand. I totally agree. Needs to commit to that overhand right.
Just on cue, as you said it, Kevin Zalac stepped in with that right. Stepping in with the left is Goldbaugh. Goldbaugh trying to throw punches and bunches there, just like that.
He's throwing very good combinations, but defensively his hands are very low. So he's loosening up. The problem with that is a little bit overconfident. Gotta have sound defense as well.
Zalac going for a side kick there. We've seen a lot of push kicks thus far from Goldbaugh. Certainly Goldbaugh holding his hands very low. Big side kick by Zalac. Feint with a kick by Goldbaugh. His hands have really dropped here in round two. Again, a high push kick.
He just doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for the striking power of Zalac.
Knees from the tie pump for Kevin Zalac. And Goldbaugh drives his man back. Goldbaugh looking for the takedown, couldn't get it. Nice balance by Zalac. Kevin Zalac holding the wide base. Chris Goldbaugh applying the pressure. And there's the takedown scored by Chris Goldbaugh. Getting one hook in, getting both hooks in just like that. Now thinking rear naked choke. That was a slick transition.
Very good. He's got to put hip pressure in. That's the key to open up the rear naked, is the hip pressure. Get your opponent stretched out.
You saw Goldbaugh just had Zalac stretched out. Zalac sitting back up. Kevin Zalac playing all defense right now. A lot of hand fighting there short, throwing the backwards punch. Turns a full mount for Chris Goldbaugh. Zalac trying to scramble and escape. Beautiful move by Kevin Zalac. Gets the sweep and he's on top.
Exploded at the right time.
Close guard now from Chris Goldbaugh, who finds himself on the bottom. He had both hooks in, he had the back of Zalac, then he had full mount. Now he's on his back and he's opened his guard. explosiveness from Zalac. Very even fight thus far. 2:25 remaining in round 2. Zalac trying to throw an elbow, couldn't land it. Goldbaugh again trying to walk up his guard. Body head there with the right hand by Zalac. Zalac just missing with the elbow. Referee Jason Herzog taking a really close look. Thinking about a stand-up, no doubt. Herzog's excellent at that as a referee, knowing when to stand the fighters up.
He's great at it. When there's a low, doesn't feel like an opponent, a fighter is going for it, and he's going to stand him up every time.
Then you see Zalac trying to bury in his head.
Zalac has just been overly cautious. I mean, I think he feels the flexibility of Goldbaugh. Doesn't want to risk sitting up and really trying to unload with his ground and pound, but he's getting beaten on the feet.
Goldbaugh is cut in the bridge of his nose, and that blood is leaking now into his left eye, which will obscure the vision. It's not a bad cut, but it's one producing a lot of blood mixed with all of that sweat right now. Closing in on the final minute of round 2. Zalac still holding top position. Tight close guard now held by Chris Goldbaugh, but he is cut and bleeding. I think it was an elbow that cut him, Jimmy.
I think so as well.
Because there have not really been any major strikes from Kevin Zalac in this top position.
Here's corner saying, take this round. I think he needs a big flurry here at the end, because Goldbaugh was certainly in control of this round until the takedown, or the sweep from the bottom.
Zalac careful to hold this top position. Goldbaugh really walking up his guard now, trying to be a lot more active with his guard in the closing seconds of round 2. Zalac just missing with the elbow. Just missing with that elbow again. Zalac holding top position, Goldbaugh bleeding on the bottom.
Buddy, you over in this one right here? You just got to keep working from the top, okay? Keep trying.
Action breathe right now. Slow your mind. Slow everything down. Circle, we need to take control of our stand-up game. If we go to the ground, you've got to get on top.
You see here, Zalac in big trouble.
So we can get this decision. You understand?
As he was switching to the mount, Zalac exploded at the right time, ended up on top in the guard. Just wasn't able to unload from that position. I don't think it was enough to win back that round.
Okay?
And now inside the Bellator cage for the first time tonight we go. The third and final round.
In round 2, Chris Goldbaugh cut on the bridge of his nose, and Kevin Zalac cut in the left brow. Both fighters bleeding. Jimmy, on your scorecard, that was a tough round to score.
2 rounds to none. Chris Goldbaugh, I thought he did more damage on the feet. Zalac got the takedown, but I didn't think he did enough with his ground and pound to win back the round, but certainly closer in that second round.
Jimmy, you can see, though, how one of our 3 cage-side judges for the state of West Virginia could give round 2, though, to Kevin Zalac, because he held top position.
Much closer, much closer.
Big knee from Zalac. Big elbow from Zalac.
But Zalac is fighting as though he's down 2 rounds to none. He's coming out very aggressively in this 3rd round and getting the takedown early. That's important.
Off the single leg. Goldbaugh really didn't even fight that takedown attempt. To his back, holding butterfly guard.
One thing that's very dangerous is just accepting guard, accepting the takedown. If you don't submit your opponent from your back, to most judges, you are losing.
Close guard again from Chris Goldbaugh. Jimmy, that is a great point. It's not 1996 anymore. The way the sport has evolved is that judges, by and large, will reward the fighter who's on top, even if the bottom fighter is throwing and they're throwing up submission attempts. It's almost the same in striking, where a fighter who's continually backpedaling on his bicycle is probably not going to be rewarded by the judges.
Ask Pernell Whitaker, one of my favorites, but lost a lot of controversial decisions because of his tendency to move backward and fight defensively.
Round 3 is looking a lot like the latter stages of round 2, with Kevin Zalac in the top position. Not throwing a lot of strikes, but holding heavy pressure. Chris Goldbaugh trying to stay active with his guard on the bottom. Now walking it up, thinking triangle, can't find it.
Exactly. The thing is, it doesn't get easier to submit guys as the rounds progress. It gets harder. They get slippery. Very difficult to land a submission in the 3rd round.
Sneaky little short right hand by Zalac, and a left and another.
We've seen the 3rd round typically a lot of rear naked chokes as guys get tired and give up position, but it's generally hard to catch a guy from your back in that 3rd round.
You see Zalac wants to land big strikes, but he's just not finding that distance to do so.
Staying very cautious on top. That's what he's done throughout this fight.
Getting very high too, and the higher he gets, obviously, the tougher it is to raise up and strike.
Exactly. Now landing some elbows over the top.
The second of those elbows actually landed. Zalac then driving back into the head. Again, that's legal. It's not a headbutt. You can drive in with your head, you just can't butt. Both fighters back to their feet. Push kick attempt again to the head. Zalac firing back.
Zalac just pulling forward in this 3rd round.
Push kick again, counter right hand. Starting to open up now on the feet. Clubbing right hand by Zalac. Goldbaugh now looking to fire back. Goldbaugh looking for the shot, thought about a double leg, couldn't find it to the waist cinch.
Both guys really tired right now, Sean.
1:45 remaining in this 3rd and final round. Shot on the single leg, went for the outside trip. Goldbaugh finds himself on bottom. His aggression was not rewarded there.
Zalac very heavy with his hips. Now he's on top, now past guard. For the first time in this fight, he's past the guard of Chris Goldbaugh. What can he do with it?
Zalac inside control, steps over the full mount.
And Goldbaugh is tired. Very fatigued right now. 1 minute left. Can Zalac get the finish?
Went for an armbar, lost the position. Now Goldbaugh on top. Jimmy, I don't know if Zalac was going for a spinning armbar or just wrist control.
I think he was going for the armbar, trying to step over and secure the arm and couldn't get it.
Back and forth we go, top to bottom, top to bottom. Now it is Goldbaugh again flat on his back, closed guard. Zalac back on top.
This has been the first clearly Zalac round, has been this 3rd round. He's controlled it from start to finish.
Body head there by Zalac. Goldbaugh does not want to finish this 3rd and final round on his back. Big elbow strike there by Kevin Zalac.
It looks like that is what is going to happen. Only 12 seconds left.
Another right hand by Zalac. Low close guard now for Chris Goldbaugh. Zalac holding this top position, and there's the bell in the end of the fight.
And both guys left it all in the cage. They are exhausted.
Both were cut in round 2. Goldbaugh on the bridge of his nose, Zalac in his left brow. Both fighters went hard for 15 minutes.
The question is, how will the judges see that 2nd round? That's the whole fight right there. First one was all Goldbaugh, 3rd one was all Zalac. How will the judges see that 2nd round? That'll decide the fight.
And again, Jimmy, you gave it to Goldbaugh, even
Yes.
though Zalac held top position for a lot of that round.
He certainly did. I thought Goldbaugh did more damage with the striking on the feet, and Zalac just didn't land a lot of ground and pound when he was on top. Yes, he held the position, didn't do enough with it, in my opinion, to win back that round, but the judges certainly could see it for Zalac.
The two fates of these fighters in this Bellator bout in the hands of our 3 state of West Virginia judges scoring cage side. Both fighters now forced to wait along with the rest of us. Jimmy, as you and I both know, the longer the delay, the more likely it means we're going to have a split decision or a draw or a majority draw, maybe something unusual.
Wouldn't surprise if you had a split decision here. That second round, very back and forth, very close.
So, Jimmy, on your final scorecard.
I have a 29-28 Chris Goldbaugh. I thought he took that second round, but depends on how the judges will see it. They don't always agree with me, Sean.
I'm watching Michael Williams, our cage announcer. He's about 10 feet to our right with the West Virginia Athletic Commission. Getting the judges' scorecards. Michael Williams is heading back inside the Bellator cage to end all suspense. Chris Goldbaugh and Kevin Zalac both making their Bellator debut, both going all out, fighting hard for the full 15 minutes in this catchweight fight at 191 pounds.
Neither fighter has anything to be ashamed of. They both left it all in the cage. That's what I look for. You win some, you lose some. Both guys fought very hard.
Michael Williams is ready, and here is Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. All three judges scored the fight the same. Todd Kriska, Chris Sample, and Chip Snyder at 29-28, all for the winner. By unanimous decision, Kevin Zalac.
Jimmy, I think it was that second round.
Very true. Very true. Very close second round. The judges saw it for Kevin Zalac. Great performance by both guys, but Zalac finished strong. That's what won him the fight.
The winner by way of unanimous decision.